this motherfucking bag. Stand out the way, I mean. Sacrificing time for this shit, man, I got a plan. Tried to tell niggas years ago, they ain't understand. Riding by myself and it's cool, I'm all in my head. Everything in life you can't replace, I build relationships. Pretty little smile make a nigga wanna lock it in. We met the same time I lost a friend, we should try again. You been on my mind, you should hop in. I ain't gonna hurt you, baby girl, you know we locked in. Used to be on FaceTime calls on the regular. Never made time, landed on my busy schedule. Now every time I get the bay, you know I think of you. Working on your brand, love, you know that I...
Henny the Moore reporting live from the liquor store, man. And when all three of us come together, man, it's Cowboys Uncut.
It's Goddess.
West Coast Cowboy in the middle, the Kanye West of this content stuff.
And I'm a day one type of girl. Ain't nothing wishy-washy over here. I don't jump around, stick to one side. Yeah, the silver, the blue, we got them in their feelings. That star on the field, come pay the D a visit. They say it's hatred, is it? I call it hate and simping. Cause if we wasn't that hating, they wouldn't be in our business. Listen, West Coast say the water tastes better. The fan base go harder, and all the ladies get wetter. Yeah, that's how it is when you straight reppin' for Dallas. We get it in the trap, and landlord tell us what's happening. No explanations in no shape, form, or fashion. When Henny drop the stats, ain't nothing else to be asking. Them numbers don't lie, that's why your argument dry. And we still got them rings, you got your eyes on our prize. Whether an eagle, a giant, or a commando, you in the parking lot crying, we in the Lambo, we stay in our bag, we run it up in the draft. You still talking about the 90s, so who's stuck in the past? Get off me, and I'ma need you 6 feet back. And we ain't hearing nothing till your team beat that. And we ain't scared of running. So only one team over here is Cowboys, believe that. Yeah, it's you got us a poet. Big up West Coast Cowboy, HTM Sports, and Landlord from Alabama. Y'all check them boys out, man. Don't play around with the Cowboys content. Yeah, and you know it's DC, yeah. DC4L. All day. Every day.
My dear Aunt Sally, we is at the P right now. We gotta go to free agency, then we gotta go to draft, then we can talk about training camp.
And Stephen Jones, who's also a multi-millionaire, moves and feels like a what? Like a dude that is got $15 in his bank account.
We finna come marching to Dallas with our picket signs, ticket torches, everything we can find.
Along with the contract, man. We gotta, can you talk about it? Because look, I
listen.
He had to get a drink of water.
Yeah.
That's not a good sign.
We obviously want to get done early. We want that relief off our backs, but obviously ownership is always going to make it drag out, make it more complicated than it has to be. Lack of communication in that standpoint. But, you know, I just always say, God has me this far. He ain't done with me yet. So, you know, I just keep working, keep going. And then when it come, I'm going to be ready. But, you know, it ain't going to be no drop off.
It seems like to me, like they would want to get it done because there's a few other contracts out there that are going to probably say what you're going to end up getting paid.
I would never understand it. We wanted to do the contract last year. They're just kind of like, we want to do Dak and CD, and then you go out there, perform again, and then, you know, you would think like, all right, we'll get it done early. We know there's some guys that's about to get ready to get repaid, like Miles, you know, Max is gone. So you would think like, hey, let's get ahead of that. You know what I mean? I just never understand, you know, when guys come into the league and they're consistent and they, you know, they perform well, why they got such an urge, but then there's guys that just have one good year or maybe 2 good years, and it's just like they get it right away. And now, even now, you got TJ and Max and all these other guys that's getting paid, and you can't want us to take less because you just decided to wait, you know?
You know what? I don't have any doubt. You're going to get what you deserve to get, and I can't wait for you.
And we are live. What's good with y'all, man? It's your boy, Henny the Moore, reporting live from the liquor store, man. How's everybody doing today? You know, it's Friday. God is good. God is amazing. You're like, damn, Henny, you live early today. Yes, I had a doctor's appointment. I got out of that. Everything's cool. I'm parlaying now. So we gonna just talk some Cowboys football while I got some time. And we gonna chop it up, man. So salute to everybody. That was Micah Parsons being interviewed by The Undertaker. That actually took me aback a little bit. Like, I didn't really expect that collaboration. That was actually a nice little interview, whatever. But there was Micah Parsons pretty much talking about the state of his contract, how things went, how things transpired. And it sounds like the Dallas Cowboys, the front office, are yet again dragging their feet on a contract that could have been done. And Micah Parsons himself said they tried to come to the table the same year that they paid Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb. You could have paid all three of them at the same time. And honestly, you would have saved yourself quite a bit of money, because there's been multiple defensive ends that have signed massive contracts since Micah Parsons has since then, at that point. Myles Garrett had a record-setting contract that was signed not too long ago. Back though, now we got TJ Watt, former defensive player of the year, just when it got a huge contract, boosting that market value. So we're going to talk about it, man. We're going to talk about the Dallas Cowboys and how they handle these contract situations, man. It's a pattern. We've been talking about it years and years at this point. Every year. And listen, man, in the year 2025, if your only insult is cowgirl, you are a fucking... I can't say that. About the word I was finna use had an F on it, and it would have gotten me canceled and demonetized. But, just know that you are an absolute pussy if you cannot come up with any better insults in the year of 2025 other than cowgirls. Matter of fact, motherfucker, I live in the South. There are some real live cowgirls that would beat the shit out your little weak ass, my boy. So, like, cowgirls ain't really an insult, man. Y'all got them bad built refrigerator body holes out there where y'all from, man. Well, I'm down here in the South, man. We got beautiful women. The weather's nice, man. So, like, cowgirl is not like an insult or shit, man. But I thank you for sliding in, giving me the little view, giving me the little interaction. I appreciate that. It helps with the algorithm all the same. Pussy ass nigga. But yeah, man. We back to the real stuff, man. Now, we back to the real. We gonna talk about these contracts. But on the way in here, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. Y'all make sure y'all hit that share button. Y'all make sure y'all slap the shit out of an Eagles fan and a troll, man. If you see them. And hey, I'm gonna be going out there. I ain't going to auction, or I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna lie about it. I got stuff to do. But I will be going to the open practice that the Dallas Cowboys have, man, in Dallas. They're gonna have 2 open practices in Dallas that I will be going to. So if you want to see Henny the Moore there covering open practice in Dallas before the second preseason game, hit that cash app, hit that super chat, man. Help get your boy to Dallas. And it's not a long way away, but it will help with the room. It will help with the gas. So anything you're seeing, it will be much appreciated. But yeah, we're going to bring y'all some exclusive content. Land and them going to have it covered in Oxnard. Me and Lou and them going to have it covered in Dallas, man. So tap in for the win. Hit that cash out. Hit that super chat if you want HTM Sports out there covering the open practices, man. What's good with you, Ruben? But yeah, man, let's talk about it. Because it's a pattern. It's not just Micah Parsons. Let's just take a look over the years. Over the years of some of these open, contentious contract negotiations the Dallas Cowboys had. Dez Bryant in 2015. Now, Dez Bryant was coming off a monster season. He was coming off... Salute to the Big Time Show, too, in the building, man. Appreciate you for tapping in, my brother. If y'all ain't already did so, man, make sure y'all like and subscribe to my brother page, man. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to my brother page. Make great content. He's a great guy. Make sure you go support the Big Time Show over there, man. Salute to my guy. So yeah, man. When you really sit back and you look at it, it's been it's a laundry list of players the Dallas Cowboys have had open public negotiations with, and it always usually tends to get a little contentious and ugly. Like Dez Bryant. Like Dez said that they talked to him about trying to trade his ass. You know what I'm saying? He said that, like, Jared Jones, like, what possibly moving the nigga. Now the contract got done, but we know that he didn't play on that contract for long. We know that he didn't stay on that contract for long at all. He got signed in 2015, got injured, 2016 with the miracle run with Dak Prescott and them. Played in 2017. Like the connection between Dak and Dez didn't get off, then they shipped them. They got rid of them. So that's the Dez Bryant situation. Now you remember the way you want to remember it. They paid Dez. They dragged their feet on doing it. You know, they said Dez was a this and that. You know, there was phantom tapes there was a bunch of crazy stuff around the Dez Bryant stuff. Tank had to hold out. Matter of fact, Tank got franchise tagged twice. DeMarcus Lawrence got franchise tagged twice. Then he had to threaten getting surgery, you know, and missing the season. So that was a contract that that did not go over smoothly either. Ezekiel Elliott, 2018, he had to hold out to get his bag. And remember, they were running Ezekiel Elliott into the ground. That man had 300 carries every single season. He played a full 16 games for the Dallas Cowboys. Those first 3 years. The only year he didn't was the year that he was had to miss all that time with the suspension. But they were running Ezekiel Elliott into the ground. So I understand why Zeke, you know, jumped in line trying to get that contract done. But point being, this was another contract. They were out here. They saw a little bit of Tony Pollard. They out here talking about some Zeke who. Y'all don't remember that. Publicly going after Ezekiel Elliott in the national media. So we ain't gotta even talk about Dak Prescott. Franchise tagged the man twice. You know, they made all kind of statements about him in the public. What's good with you, Lou? Thank you for tapping in and showing love, man. Amari Cooper. Now he went all the way to 2022 when they traded Amari Cooper. He could have just went to when Amari Cooper was up for a contract extension. Like, Amari Cooper was out the building. Amari Cooper was on the verge of signing with the Washington Commanders and just loved Dallas so much that he came back and signed with us. So they butchered that too. And extending Amari Cooper and moving on from Amari Cooper too early, man. What's up with you, Lou? I'm just in here talking about this bullshit the Dallas Cowboys be doing, man. Like every single year, it's something. It's something. Zach Martin. A lot of people don't know this. Zach Martin had to hold out twice. It's only coming up here for 2023. Zach Martin had to hold out twice. Right? Zach Martin had to hold out twice. Tank had to hold out. Threatened to get surgery. Zeke had to hold out. Dak Prescott got franchise tagged twice. CeeDee Lamb had to hold out. It's CeeDee Lamb. He's 88. The man didn't want to have the 88 number. Y'all forced 88 on him. You know what I'm saying? You forced 88 on him. And then you up here act like you weren't going to pay the man. What's up with you, Kobe? I say if you take discount, they immediately try to bully you. Dog, we're going to talk about even folks that take discounts, right? Jalen Smith ain't here. Jalen Smith took a discount. He is not a Dallas Cowboy. He ain't been a Dallas Cowboy for a very long time. Trayvon Diggs, in the grand scheme of things, took a discount. And we're going to talk about what's going on with Trayvon Diggs a little bit later on in the show. But point being, as it stands right now, this is probably the last year you see Trayvon Diggs in Dallas. The way the shit is lining up, the way that they acting, the way that they treating the man. So, you know, even if you take a discount in Dallas, they weird, dog. They weird. And these aren't no Rudy Poo ass players. This ain't Byron Jones. This ain't Jalen Tolbert. Like, these are the cornerstones of your franchise. Dez Bryant was coming off an all pro season. And you act like they want to pay the man. DeMarcus Lawrence, and I know that he never had the same stats. DeMarcus Lawrence was coming off double-digit sack seasons. Ezekiel Elliott was coming off of 2 rushing titles. Dak Prescott, Rookie of the Year, 2 Pro Bowl selections, a playoff win. right? He had you back in relevancy. Amari Cooper completely changed your offense. Zach Martin, future. These are marquee premier players, and the Dallas Cowboys were fighting tooth and nail, trying to pay him below market value. And the crazy shit is, they never actually succeed. So when you take a look at your current team, and you talk about guys coming up for contracts, I can guarantee you that Micah Parsons get done eventually. But with the way things have transpired, do you really think DaRon Bland is going to be a Dallas Cowboy? Now, the caveat is they might move Trayvon Diggs. Trayvon Diggs might be the one to get moved. What's up with you, Juan? Thank you for tapping in, my guy. Salute to B Bird with the 5-piece, man. He said, meanwhile, in Philly, they quietly signed their players and then go compete for Super Bowls. The front office is the difference in these two teams. And I agree wholeheartedly, man. Because honestly, it's like position by position in Dallas against Philly, it's close. You know, say what you want. They both got all-pro quarterbacks. You may not like the way that Jalen Hurts plays the position of quarterback, but he made an all-pro selection. Same as Dak Prescott. It's close. We both got all-pro wide receivers. We both got Pro Bowl caliber tight ends. We both got good offensive lines. We both got good defenses on paper. The difference really is one of these franchises has Howie Roseman, who swings for the fences, you know, makes all these aggressive moves, brings in talents, all this other stuff. And then on our end, we got Dollar Bill Jones. We got Stephen Jones, who's a penny pincher to a fault, who fought his daddy for trying to bring in Deion Sanders, the best cornerback in NFL history, maybe the best player in NFL history. If you just really think about the impact he's had, you know, like, it's crazy when you think about it. And that really is the difference. There's a reason why we are usually one and done, and they have been to 3 Super Bowls, you know, since 2017. It's only 2025. They've been to 3 Super Bowls in the last 8 years, dog. They won 2. And the reason for that is the moves that they make, you know, from the front office. Stephen Jones does not do that. Like, we're still here talking about a one tech. The Dallas, listen, if the Eagles, I hate the Eagles, right? I hate them as I hate the Eagles. But to be fair and to be quite transparent with you, when the Eagles have a problem on their roster, they go out and they try to address it immediately. They have a problem, they go and get that shit resolved at a drop of a hat. It's over with. What problem? This shit is fixed. Right? They flipped their defense from being one of the bottom defenses in the National Football League to being a top 10 unit in one offseason. Through the draft and through moves that they made in free agency. They went from a bottom defense to one of the best in the National Football League. Right? They had issues. They went out and what's up with your Suge McKnight? I see you, man. And listen, that's the thing, one. We can do that. We can do that. The issue is the Dallas Cowboys don't like moving like that. It's a philosophical difference, because the ability to do it is there. All 32 teams could make these similar moves. Add these dummy years to the back of the contract. Worry about the shit down the line, and when the salary cap bubbles, you re-sign who you want to re-sign. You let walk who needs to go, and you retool. It's just good. It's just good asset management. It's good bookkeeping, because you can damn near set your clock, for the salary cap to jump. It's going to go up every year. You can damn near estimate the amount that you'll get the following year. Like, there are people that are paid quite a bit of money for it. The cool guy, what the fuck are you even talking about? You retarded? I'm sorry, I don't like using that word. But you can you not hear? What am I being delusional about? What did I say out of the ordinary? See, this the issues when you let the niggas that was in one class all day get on the internet. Because you can't comprehend a motherfucking thing. I don't know what the hell you in here talking about, but please go back and sit in the back of the class. We got folks in here trying to listen and learn something. So if you just gonna sit back there, drool, and chew on your pencil, man, you know, you sit your ass in the back of the class. You know, we got real shit to talk about. But anyway, he said they have a good player and still get. Yeah, that's the point. The Dallas Cowboys just be having folks, you know, they let folks leave. They let folks leave and then they try to replace them. They don't get good talent and then try to add better talent with it. You know what I'm saying? That's the same thing with us, man. We had Ezekiel Elliott and Tony Pollard at the same time. We had fans, and I'm not talking about when Zeke was declining. I'm talking about when Zeke was still giving you 1,200 yards of shit. You know, we had fans trying to pit them against each other. And listen, the front office has the same mindset as the fan base. We have an either-or mentality. Instead of saying we have the best duo of running backs, you know what I'm saying? Instead of saying we can have Zeke and Tony Pollard, and that could be the Thunder and the Lightning, we were like, oh, man, give all the carries to Zeke, or oh, man, give all the carries to Tony Pollard. Like, man, no. And that's the issue. Like, the mindset of you have to have this one dope player at a position is crazy. He said TJ just messed the Cowboys up, partially delusional anyway, thinking he's a top, but he is. Like, his numbers are actually better when you look at the pressures. When you actually look at pressures, like, he clears TJ Watt in that category. So David Corsa, you're actually sadly mistaken. Now, you can say what you want, but Micah Parsons is worth every bit of that money. He has been a perennial All-Pro. He's one of the most prolific pass rushers of this generation. So, yes, he deserves every bit of money that he gets from the Dallas Cowboys. You know, and you can like it or not, but, hey, it is what it is. Said Jerry got this Netflix doc coming. He's already won this year. Goofy-ass Jerry. No, but your mama got a fat ass booty though, CLT. I'm gonna smack that shit when I get off live. Hold that thought, y'all. Hold that thought. But yeah, man. I'm back, dog. But yeah, man, the Dallas Cowboys, they have an issue. But my point being, when you look at the way some of these contracts are going, man, do you really believe that DaRon Bland is going to be a Dallas Cowboy for the long haul? No. Like I said, the one caveat to where I believe that DaRon Bland is a Dallas Cowboy long term is if they ship Trayvon Diggs. You know, it's very contentious right now. We'll talk about some of the stuff that transpired between them, you know, a little later. But right now, judging by these numbers, and listen, you can say what you want about DaRon Bland. You know, you can say what you want about DaRon Bland, but the man has a resume that stacks up to all these guys. His resume stacks up. You know what I'm saying? He got more interceptions than all of them, for one. I know folks say that interceptions ain't everything, but here's something interesting y'all may not know. Pat Surtain in 2023. DaRon Bland in 2023. You know, DaRon Bland's last full season, right? Last full healthy season. Pat Surtain was 1 yard and 1 touchdown better than DaRon Bland. That's it. The difference between Pat Surtain in 2023 and DaRon Bland in 2023, the last year that DaRon Bland was fully healthy, was 1 yard and a touchdown. Pat Surtain gave up 3 touchdowns and 660 yards. DaRon Bland gave up 4 touchdowns and 661 yards. Like, a lot of folks won't tell you that. You know, a lot of folks, and listen, I didn't like what I saw at times from DaRon Bland either. He gave up a couple plays. He was getting worked in the Seattle game. But when compared to the better corners in the National Football League, his shit still holds up. When you compare the interceptions, his shit is below nobody. You know what I'm saying? When you talk about the return touchdowns, this damn show ain't set a record. Nobody fucking with it. Right? Nobody fucking with it. So we just going by the numbers. He has the resume, dog. He has the resume to be paid the $30 million that he wants. He's been an All-Pro. He's been a Pro Bowler. He has the most interceptions in the league since coming into the National Football League in 2022. So he can demand that kind of money. Now, granted, I don't know if the Dallas Cowboys are going to give him this contract. But this is one thing I will say, and this is one thing that concerns me. This is not really even contract talk. My biggest concern is that they move on from Trayvon Diggs, like their relationship isn't that relationship isn't salvageable. They move on for Trayvon Diggs, and then they also still don't pay DaRon Bland. That is the shit that scares me. Like, losing both your All-Pro corners is a scary ass thought. Right? I know that Diggs been hurt. I know that Bland was hurt last year, but when you have them both on the team, you have one of the best tandem of corners in the National Football League. I don't want to go from that, being able to sleep peacefully at night at the cornerback position, to being horrified every time I play a good dynamic wide receiver. Because as it stands right now, your pass defense has been pretty good. Even last year, your pass defense wasn't that bad. You were a horrible run defense, but your pass defense was a little bit better than that. You were a top pass defense a couple of the other years. You weren't really concerned too much about giving up plays in the receiving game. You weren't really concerned about giving up plays in the receiving game. If you lose both, because listen, you can live maybe losing one. What's up with you, Jay Lombardi? Thank you for tapping in, man. Long time no see. Hope all is well. Thank you for rocking with the liquor store, man. We got a shot ready for you. Now, see, you can live, if Revel is good, you can live maybe losing one. It's not ideal because at any given time, you're going to be playing 3 or 4 corners any damn way. So you need all the good talented cornerbacks you can get. You know what I mean? But let's say they do the fool and they let both these niggas go. You're going back into the draft, or you're going to free agency, or you're going out here trying to trade for somebody. And I don't know if you can get a better tandem than DaRon Bland and Trayvon Diggs. Like, let's say Revel is who they say he is. JoJo, I am glad you love cocaine. It's Friday. If you want to play with your nose like you supposed, go do what you want to do, JoJo. I ain't mad at you. Just know if you bust your heart, they ain't shit on me. They ain't got shit to do with me, dog. We ain't gonna say no RIP. We ain't gonna do nothing. We just gonna go on about our day. But you want to play with your nose? You know what I'm saying? Do what you do, JoJo. Now listen, what do I tell you about the Dallas Cowboys? If you draft a player and their player comp is already on the team, the dude that was already there is gone. Last year, the Dallas Cowboys drafted Marshawn Kneeland. Marshawn Kneeland's player comp coming into the NFL with DeMarcus Lawrence. DeMarcus Lawrence ass is gone. I mean, yes, you should deport all the illegal Africans back to Africa. You should deport all the illegal Europeans back to Europe. You should deport all the illegals back. But bitch ass nigga, I am American. Nigga, my president is black and my Lambo was blue, ho. What the fuck wrong with this nigga? Rory, deport your mama off this dick, nigga. See, you want all the Africans gone because your mama a BBC guzzler, nigga. Your mama love mandingos, nigga. That's why you want all the niggas gone, man. You traumatized. You traumatized for them niggas running train on your mama, nigga. It's okay, dog. It's okay, dog. Don't trip. I don't want your mama. We don't want your mama, dog. We don't want her. He said everyone double tap the screen to like the video. Yes, indeed. Matter of fact, dog, there is a troll. There is a troll toe. If you want to troll Hen Dog, troll toe, hit the Cash App, $ Henny the More. Cause hey, everybody with a wrench, shoot them niggas down. If they ain't sending no bread, shoot them in the head. That's all I gotta say. Salute to John Cofield in the building too, man. Salute to all y'all good people. I'm just saying, dog. Like, dude is traumatized. Like, he want all the Africans gone. He want all the Africans gone. Dog, she gotta chill, nigga. I can't help I can't help your wife like Dark Beat, man. I can't help that shit. I can't help it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta get your hoe in control, nigga. Yeah, if you want to hate on me, you gotta pay the fee, man. That's all I'm saying. If you want to hate on the hen, you gotta put in $20 troll toll. Y'all can say anything crazy. Bear down, playoff bound. We'll see. Listen, speaking of the Bears, y'all got everything lined out. I think you improved your offensive line. You got a great tandem of pass catchers, not even just receivers, like pass catchers. A lot of people sleep on Cole Kmet. I do like the tight end y'all got in the draft. Damn sure like the wide receiver y'all picked up. Roma Dunze from last year. Y'all got everything y'all actually need. So if that boy over there don't do nothing, I don't give a damn if he only in his second year, dog. I don't give a damn if he only in his second year. I'm gonna start asking questions because he got everything lined out. He got a great offensive minded coach. He got they fixed the offensive line. They got wide receivers. Maybe the run game need to be a little bit better, but in the passing game, oh yeah, Caleb Williams gonna have to show up and show out. But that's neither here nor there. But salute to you though, man. Thank you for sliding in and showing love to the content. Say, Henny, you know them haters if they will pay you to troll. So definition tells you to cash app again, my brother. Oh yeah, man. $ Henny the More. Hit the cash app. If you want to say something crazy, we'll let it ride. We'll let you slide. But you gotta pay. You got to pay to play. You got to pay to play, dog. And if you can't afford, it, you know, we're gonna have to get you out of here. But speaking of which, I am taking my ass out there to Dallas for the open practices in August. It's gonna be before the second preseason game. So if you want Henny more out there, well, I'm going either way. But still, help your boy to get out there. Hit the cash app, hit the super chats. It'd be much appreciated. Thank y'all in advance because y'all the realest. Hey, listen, they make excuses for everybody not in Dallas. You know what I'm saying? They make excuses for everybody not in Dallas. So I'm used to it. I expect it. It is what it is. But yeah, man. But DaRon Bland, he deserves his money. Back to what we were talking about earlier. Micah Parsons deserves his money. And if you were living under a rock, I guess I'll reiterate this. The Steelers and star pass rusher TJ Watt have agreed to a historic 3-year, $123 million extension, $108 million fully guaranteed. Watt gets $41 million per year, is now the NFL's highest paid pass rusher. Woo. Woo. Jesus. Yeah, man, that's that bread. But I know some of y'all might not have seen it. There wasn't a lot of people in the liquor store when I played the little clip of Michael Parsons talking to the Undertaker. They could have been got it done. Micah said they could. They tried to do it last year. Hear what Micah said.
Wrong with the contract, man. We gotta. Can you talk about it? Because look, I
Listen.
he had to drink. He had to get a drink of water.
Yeah.
That's not a good sign.
We obviously want to get done early. We want that relief off our backs, but obviously ownership is always going to make it drag out, make it more complicated than it has to be. Lack of communication in that standpoint. But I just always say, God has me this far. He ain't done with me yet. So I just keep working, keep going, and then when it come, I'm gonna be ready. But it ain't gonna be no drop off.
It seems like to me like they would want to get it done because there's a few other contracts out there that are going to probably say what you're going to end up getting paid.
I would never understand it. We wanted to do the contract last year. They're just kind of like, we want to do Dak and CD, and then you go out there, perform again, and then you would think like, all right, we'll get it done early. We know there's some guys that's about to get ready to get repaid, like Miles. Max is going, so you would think like, hey, let's get ahead of that. You know what I mean? I just never understand, when guys come into the league and they're consistent and they perform well, why they got such an urge. But then there's guys that just have one good year or maybe 2 good years, and it's just like they get it right away. And even now, you got TJ and Max and all these other guys that's getting paid, and you can't want us to take less because you just decided to wait.
You know what? I don't have any doubt. You're going to get what you deserve to get, and I can't wait for you.
And that was what Micah Parsons said about the contract. Key things. Wanted to get it done last year. Thought it would get done early this year. Can't expect him to take less because you waited. Micah ain't playing with these niggas, man. You got to pay what you weigh, Jerry Jones, because Micah Parsons deserves every red cent. But for real, though, like Micah Parsons deserves his money. Like by the numbers, by the analytics, by the production, Micah Parsons is a superb defensive player. You can say what you want about Micah Parsons. You can't say the Dallas Cowboys are a better team without Micah Parsons. And listen, I might fuck around and stop fucking with the Dallas Cowboys. If they get a little smug and try to trade Micah Parsons, I might not even fuck with these niggas no more. Like I'ma still love the franchise. I might just have to bow out though, man. Like y'all can't be doing stupid shit and expect me to support that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like something gonna have to give. But I believe it's not gonna come to that. I believe that they're going to get the deal done. But dog, it shouldn't be this damn hard to sign your player. And that's the thing that pissed me off. I'm gonna take this down real quick. Hold on, I'm gonna take this down real quick. That's the thing that really pissed me off about the Dallas Cowboys. How are you the people that say we like our guys? We want to pay our guys. But you never actually do it. You always drag your feet. You always drag your feet. You always, procrastinate. Your guys end up leaving. And so do you really like your guys, or is we like our guys just an excuse not to pay those other guys? Do we like our guys a real thing, or do y'all just sit out there and use that as an excuse of why you don't get outside free agents? Because you can't like your guys that damn much if you don't fucking pay them. If they got to go out here and fight to get a contract, if they got to hold out, if they got to do all this extra shit instead of focusing on playing football just to be compensated for the work they already done. And remember, these are veteran players. These are veteran players. This ain't shit. You're not out here. You're not out here paying them based on your expectations. You're paying them based on what they've already done in the National Football League. Micah Parsons is a 50-plus sack nigga. You got over 50 sacks in 4 years. You got over 50 sacks. And we're sitting here debating if we want to pay Micah Parsons. He's been an all-pro every single year except for when he was hurt. What are we doing? What are we doing? Same thing with CeeDee Lamb. You drag your feet with that contract. The man is a 3-time All-Pro. He's on the verge of break. He's on pace to break every Dallas Cowboy receiving record. Right? So That's the thing with the Dallas Cowboys, man. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Why do they overly complicate the simplest of tasks? Matter of fact, it's supposed to be easier to sign your own players than outside free agents, because nobody else can even talk to your people. Nobody else can negotiate with your people, man. They under contract. Free agents, you got to go out here, you got to bid. You know, you got to send flowers. You got to open the door, take them out on dates. You got to do all the extra leg work. You got to do a lot of extra leg work, dog. Your guys, like, damn. Like, they're already here. They're under contract. Find out what they want and just fucking give it to them. It's not that fucking hard. He said, exactly. Don't feel sorry for Jerry and Steven. Deadlines make deals. It's so outdated. It's ridiculous. Agents are playing Steven and Jerry like a fiddle, and it's their own fault. It's their own fault for doing it. Ryan, I guarantee you this. If matter of fact, Ryan, if that's the case, you might as well get rid of the entire team. Nobody on your team has shown up in the fucking playoffs, Ryan. You can't go in there with that mindset. Talk about what he ain't did in the playoffs. Nobody done it in the playoffs, nigga. That's why we ain't won shit. Trayvon Diggs ain't got no picks. DaRon Bland ain't got no picks. These rookies ain't did shit. Micah Parsons got a sack. But that's the thing. Like, you win and you lose as a team. You get good players, you put them in a good system, and you hope that translates to postseason success. You don't make your team better by getting rid of Micah Parsons. If Micah Parsons has performed up to snub in the postseason up to this point, cool. No, the fuck he ain't. There's 53 people on a team. Nobody wins or loses a game by themselves. I don't give a damn what nobody told you. I don't give a damn what nobody told you. One player does not win or lose you a football game. Never has been, never will be. Parsons sucked playing the run by what metric? His numbers are actually pretty average. He doesn't suck, he just isn't fantastic. But the numbers are in the green. So this hyperbolic. You know what I'm saying? To say he sucks at something, he doesn't suck at stopping the run. It's not his strong suit, but he also doesn't suck at it. He had plenty of plays for tackles for loss. Hey, that's all I'm saying. And listen, I know it's not y'all fault. And it's not y'all fault for feeling that way or thinking that, because that's the NFL propaganda. Quarterbacks are who they market to you as being the end-all, be-all, right? They market the quarterback. The quarterback sells the jerseys. The quarterbacks make the money. The quarterback gets all the credit. So it's not y'all fault for feeling that way, right? About quarterback play and all this other shit. But we've seen too many quarterbacks win playoff games with bad performances to say it's just the quarterback. Jimmy Garoppolo won 3 playoff games without throwing a single touchdown or running for a single touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo has 2 playoff wins going 0 touchdowns and an interception. Like, I promise you, it's not just the quarterback play. I seen the 49ers beat the Packers in the NFC Championship game 37-20, and Jimmy Garoppolo was 6 of 8 for 77 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 turnovers. It's not all quarterback play, my guy. You got to actually have a great team. Other folks on your team got to do something. Your defense got to get sacks, got to get stops, got to get, they got to get niggas off the field. Your running backs got to make plays. Your wide receivers got to make some catches. Like, everybody has to, your coach got to coach well. Put the team in good positions. It's not just all on one dude to win or lose a football game. We can't sit here and say football is the ultimate team sport and then say, fuck it, it's all the quarterback fault. That shit don't even go together. We got to stop that. And listen, it's not even just about Dak. Dak Prescott will probably be your quarterback for maybe only the next 4 or 5 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's getting older. We'll have another quarterback in here before you know it. So all the niggas that hate Dak, you'll get what you want eventually. But my point is this. It's going to stay this way even with the next quarterback. Because y'all ain't going to just keep sitting here and setting these niggas up to fail. You ain't going to sit here and just set these niggas up for failure, dog. The quarterback is not the end-all, be-all when it comes to winning a football game. He said Parsons is ranked 72 out of 211 defensive ends in run defense grade, and it's called a liability in the run game. What games are you watching? The games where Micah Parsons is going crazy. And listen, that's still in the top half of percentile. You said out of 211. So he's better than how many folks? He in the top 100, right? All right. He in the top 100, right? So he a top 5 pass rusher and a top 100 run defender. Good. That doesn't suck. That sound like he's middle of the pack. That sound average, right? If there's 200 niggas, we talk about averages, right? If there's 200 niggas, to be average, you got to be in the top 100. He is an average run defender and a top 5 pass rusher. Do you not know what averages are? So if there's 200 niggas, and I'm in the top 72 of the 200 niggas, I'm in the top half of that shit. So I'm average. I'm very average. Average run defense. Okay. I will take that along with the top 5 passing grade. I show in the fuck will. Once that gone, the new blame, it's gonna be the quarterback every time. They blame the quarterback all the time. So that shit don't matter. Do not matter. So yeah, man. What will be funnier is when they, what my nigga say? What will be funnier is when they say even Dak was better, low key. I mean, you ain't gotta even imagine that. They did the shit with Tony Romo. Like, niggas miss Tony Romo now. They miss Tony Romo. Like, oh man, but they put him on the cross. They crucified him. They put the nails in his hand. They hung him up and they stretched him out. Niggas hated Tony Romo when he was here. Now all of a sudden, oh man, Romo was their god, man. Oh, he was a gunslinger. Y'all miss niggas when they gone. Y'all don't appreciate them while they here. It is what it is. It's just how they do, though. What's up, Miss Matrix? Thanks for tapping in and showing love to the podcast. Make sure you hit that like and share on the way into the building, man. But yeah, the Dallas Cowboys, like I said, they have a history of not getting contracts done, man. They have a history of doing stupid stuff. They have a history of procrastinating, and really, like I said earlier, nobody else can even talk to your guys. Nobody else can even go out here and talk to your players. So in the end, who are the Dallas Cowboys negotiating against? They're bidding against them fucking selves. They're bidding against themselves. That's what the Dallas Cowboys are bidding against. So you don't take your homies to a trip to Mexico before a playoff game. Don't matter if you're the damn 1 seed. Man, we ain't finna dig up old wounds. We ain't finna dig up old wounds, man. I fuck with Romo, though. And listen, winning cures all. Had they had one, that would have been a moot point. But because they got upset by the Giants, you know, like, that's gonna be a talking point forever. The optics on that will never look good. The same thing like what happens to the Giants and their boat trip. Odell and them out there on Tim's on the yacht and shit. Went out there and got embarrassed by the fucking Packers. It was a laugher. it was a laugher. So I get it. I understand. But yeah, man. The Dallas Cowboys only end up bidding against themselves, man. They don't ever. Because listen, I'm not asking them to do anything crazy. The only thing I'm asking the Dallas Cowboys to do is sign your players, dog. Sign your own niggas. It said 9-year-old me got trauma. Dog, yes. Oh, yeah, and the game-ending pick. What was crazy is that T.O. was open on a play earlier. Like, dog, it's rough being a Dallas Cowboys fan, man. Tony did win 2014. No catch was bullshit. But this the thing, though, Ryan. We always say that we would have won that game had Dez caught that. There was 4 minutes left in the game. The same defense that couldn't get the ball back for the Dallas Cowboys to get Tony and them one more shot. You think they would have held up? They didn't even hold up to get the ball back. So I can't say that I would have trusted that defense to get the stop to seal the game. Like I said, there were like 4 games. There were like 4 minutes left. And that's the thing, though, man. The Dallas Cowboys, especially on the defensive end of the ball, we've seen some great offensive performances. We haven't seen a lot of great defensive performances from the Dallas Cowboys in a long time. 2016. They gave up a 30-yard completion on 3rd and 20 to set up the walk-off field goal. 2018, they gave up damn near 300 yards rushing. 2021, they gave up 170 yards rushing. 2023, they gave up everything. They gave up over 100 yards rushing. They gave up one of the best passing performances in NFL history for a playoff debut. Like, there's been a whole bunch of times where your defense ain't do shit, and a very small amount of times where your offense just wasn't up to snub. Now, there's been some times they fucked up, but shit. Yeah, I mean, I'm not talking about just that, but think about some of the games that Tony Romo lost. Remember when Tony Romo, God bless his heart. Remember when Tony Romo fumbled the hold on the field goal that would have won the game against the Seahawks? And then we were just sitting here talking about the Dez caught it and how that could have changed the outcome of the game. You would at least put your defense in position to hold on for a win, even if I don't think they might have did it. We talk about 2 crazy ass things happening, and instead of being 2-4, Romo might be 4-2. And that nobody, hey, Ryan, you get my point now. Romo being 2-4 in the playoffs is not all his fault. Dak Prescott having only 2 wins in the playoffs is not all his fault. Like, I think I done showed niggas this shit. When you just look at individual grades, how well did Dak Prescott play in the playoffs? QBR of a 96.8, QBR of an 84.4, a 73.6, a 72.5. Dak Prescott has 4 Pro Bowl caliber performances in the postseason. He only got 2 wins to show for it. By the numbers, Joe Burrow played like ass 2 times in the playoffs. They won both those games. I'm just saying, it's not all the quarterback. It's not all the quarterback. That's all I'm saying. It said, yo, what up, Hen? Just now catching up, about to run it back. Right? Keep grinding, fam. I appreciate you, Yodi. That's what I'm saying, dog. It's not always the quarterback. Because, listen, this man lost a game with an 84.4 QBR. That's an all-pro level performance. He lost that fucking game. He lost that game. If you look at Tony Romo stuff, it's similar. Dude had some great showings in the playoffs. This came up a little bit short in other aspects of the game. Like, even something that's never talked about in the Green Bay. They always talk about Dez caught it. The DeMarco Murray fumble when he was finna score a touchdown. DeMarco Murray had nothing but green grass in front of him and fumbled the fucking football. That changed the game too. The Dallas Cowboys not having a 100-yard rusher in the playoffs since 2018. That has a lot to do with why we struggle in the postseason as well. That's what I'm saying, dog. We got to stop just saying a quarterback caused you to lose a game. A cornerback missing a pick caused you to miss a game. A linebacker missing there's 53 dudes on the roster, man. 53 dudes on the roster. And to be fair, if it's an ultimate team game, they all lost together. They all lost together. If it's the ultimate team game, they all lost together, dog. He said I went on a drunken spree. Bro, that shit was, I don't know what hurt worse. The 2014 one or the 2016 one. Because I know people may not know this, but I was a big Tony Romo fan. I fucked with Tony heavy. So 2016 was a double whammy. Because I knew I wasn't going to see Tony Romo no more. And we lost a game that we should have won. Dak balled. Zeke balled. Dez balled. Like your big three on offense, supposed to be the new triplets, they showed up for once. 3rd and 20 conversion, game-winning field goal, all for naught. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't know what hurt me more, the 2014 debacle or the 2016 debacle. 2014, I thought 2015 we were going to go right back. I wasn't tripping. In 2014. I knew for a fucking fact, nigga, we finna run this shit back. Didn't re-sign DeMarco Murray. Tony Romo got hurt. Dez Bryant got hurt. Awful. Awful, man. It was fucking awful. Woo. If you allow your opponent to run the ball for almost 200 yards in a playoff game, more than likely you're going home every time. I agree. No, bro, and that's the frustrating part about it, because this the thing. Like, even if let's say that Dak doesn't win a Super Bowl with Dallas. Let's say he puts up some great numbers, he rides out to the sunset, he goes to a different team, or he retires, right? Even if we went and got one of these top, even if we get one of these top quarterback prospects, can we trust the front office to build a roster complete enough for them to compete and actually win a championship? We have been one of the worst run defenses in the National Football League for the last 5 years. For the last 5 years, you have been one of the worst run defenses in the league. Yet the Dallas Cowboys have done nothing. You were 31st in 2020. You were 16th in 2021. 22nd in 2022. 16th in 2023. 2024, you were 30th. You have had the same exact problem for 5 fucking years, and you have not fixed it. You have not fixed it. You ain't fixed it. So why am I supposed to be competent or confident in you being competent enough to build a roster for a young up-and-coming quarterback? If you fix the run defense, you could probably win with this quarterback. If you fix Ryan, but why would you blame Dak Prescott for that when that was the call? That was the play call. Dak Prescott did not call that. The offensive coordinator, who was Kellen Moore, called that. Mike McCarthy came out after the game, and said they practiced that. They practiced the run, slide, get into better position, spike the ball, and take one more shot into the end zone. They didn't get a chance to get the spike down, but that was the play call. Why do we blame Dak Prescott for doing what the coaches asked him to do? Why do we blame Dak Prescott for the play call? He didn't call the play. That was the plan. That was Mike McCarthy's plan. That was Kellen Moore's plan. We're going to do the quarterback draw. We're going to get up, spike the ball real quick, and take one more shot to the end zone. It didn't work out, but that was the plan. That was the plan. I'm just saying, I can't blame CeeDee Lamb for only running curl routes. No, I can't blame him for only running curl routes if that's what they call for him. You know what I'm saying? You mean to tell me Jerry and Steven sit their asses in the press box? Yeah, dog. That's the thing. Because the real problem, we done had back-to-back good quarterbacks. Tony Romo was an all-pro. Dak Prescott is an all-pro. You went back-to-back getting all-pro quarterbacks. There are teams that go decades without finding that caliber of quarterback. And you stumbled upon two back-to-back. Had them both on the roster at the same time, right? You got 4 playoff wins between the two of them. You got 2 with Romo, you got 2 with Dak. That is an organizational failure. That is an organizational failure. If you got where are you from, America, Kumar? From America, Kumar. Where are you from, dog? Where are you from, Kumar? Tell niggas know where I'm from. Shit. Almost a decade of getting ran on. That's what I'm saying. Half a decade of being a piss poor run defense. You know what I'm saying? I mean, listen. So does your sister, but you know, we put up with her. But we like the way your sister sucked, though. We love that shit. We need to make sure the run defense is more fucking efficient, or I'm going to the organization and raising hell, as you should. Superpower champs. Who got superpowers, nigga? Now listen. Okay. I am from Arkansas. We need to. Okay, yeah. Indeed. Well, hey, you found my content all the way in India. I appreciate that, man. I thought you were a troll, so I had to. But you an actual person. I appreciate you for sliding on. Cause listen, we get a lot of weird people in the chat, dog. So I had to. I might have came a little too strong, but I appreciate you sliding in, brother. He said, hate the Chiefs Cowboy fans since the early 80s. Man. But, oh, yeah, man, it's been an hour. I appreciate y'all, dog. Because, listen, man, I just wanted to, I'm going to be on a slight vacation. I ain't going to do nothing tomorrow. I'm going to go back down to the country, see my dad and them. We're going to hang out. We're going to big boy kick it. We're going to hang out. And then Sunday, we'll be back. We're going to have the Cowboys Universe stuff with Boss Neil. We're going to have a whole bunch of Cowboys content creators on there, kicking the shit, talking Cowboys football right before training camp. So, y'all tap in, hit that like button on the way out, hit the share button on the way out. I'm going to go play NCAA, dog. Now, listen, if anybody want their ass beat on NCAA, tap in with your boy. I give out belt, nigga. I give out belt. So, if you want to get your ass beat on NCAA, slide on there, holla at me, man. It's Henny the Moore, man. It's Henny the Moore, Kumar. Henny the Moore. HTM Sports. Henny the Moore. Appreciate you for everything, though. God bless. I'm going to get at y'all. I have been fan. Thank you, Gregory. You a real one. Salute to you, Greg. But, hey, we out, man. In the words of West Coast Cowboy, never look down because the star is